Do you have any idea how excited I am right now? How extravagantly, insanely... I can't think of words right now that describe how excited I am. This is amazing. It is absolutely no secret that I love the Star Wars Battlefront series. Hell, the series as a whole is on my top 5 list, sitting at number fucking 1. So when DICE, developers of Battlefield, and EA, publishers from hell, said they bought the rights and started showing gameplay and trailers, I was a smidge excited. However, I was also very skeptical. EA isn't exactly best known for being the best publisher ever, and Battlefield has grown a bit stale in the shooter genre, buddying up with Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed for yearly releases. But now Battlefront is out, and I've played more than enough of it to give my own 2 cents. I'll talk about both multiplayer and single-player separately, as they are vastly different from each other. But first, I do want to address a common complaint about the game. A lot of people are accusing this of just being Battlefield with a Star Wars skin, and all I really have to say to this is, well, duh. Why would DICE and EA build, from the ground up, a shooter when they have the core basics to one just sitting on a shelf? And it's not like it doesn't work either. The Battlefield core and engine work really well on this game, and the tweaks made to it to make it more Star Wars than Battlefield separated enough to justify it being a Star Wars game. But anyway, on to the multiplayer. Before we get into the modes and how it plays, let's talk about the buyables. Now, when you play a game in multiplayer, you get credits, which are spent on guns, consumables, passives, appearances, etc., and all of these unlock over time as you level up, but they still need to be bought, of course, with these credits. Though, I never seemed to run out, so when a gun I wanted got unlocked, I always had enough credits to actually buy it, which is a really good thing. I hate grinding in shooters to get credits for upgrades. This is not an MMO, it's an FPS. Now, the consumables you technically have 3 of. 2 you have a choice between certain types of grenades, anti-vehicle guns, turrets, and other items like shields. The 3rd is a card which gives you certain buffs for a time, like steady aim, weapon cooldowns, and much more. These are all useful, and you can customize as you like while you level up. Then you can get the right fit for how you want to play. Now onto the gameplay itself. Multiplayer has a number of game modes, which are Droid Run, Blast, Walker Assault, Fighter Squadron, Cargo, Drop Zone, Hero Hunt, Heroes vs. Villains, and my personal favorite, Supremacy. All of these modes offer a very unique option, and none feel like another, giving it a fair amount of variety. Supremacy, which I play quite a lot of, is a capture the bases type mode, with 20 on 20 making it feel like a real war, and that's what I like about it. I feel like I am playing alongside comrades in a massive full-scale battle complete with turrets, ground vehicles, air dogfights, and so much more. I suck at this game, but I am never frustrated. I keep going back because I want more. The multiplayer in my eyes is exactly what it should be. Non-stop Star Wars action, with blaster fire everywhere, units falling in on heroes as they lead them into bases, air bombings and dogfights screaming past you. It gives such a sense of scale and is entirely perfect. The only real disappointing thing I find with multiplayer is the fact that there's no split screen. Now, split screen was promised, and it is in the game, in single player. However, unfortunately, multiplayer is local co-op, but not split screen. With all of this, you'd expect the single player would be amazing. Well, prepare to be really disappointed. The single player has 3 modes: training, battle, and survival. Training is, well, it's training. It shows you how the game works, how to pilot an aircraft, how to use power-ups, and if you know what you're doing or learn by doing, so like playing a multiplayer match, for example, then it is entirely useless. Battle has 2 kind of modes to it. The first is taking, say, a hero versus a villain, and fighting against each other, either with a friend or an AI on different maps. The second one is taking a hero or a villain and their respective army and fighting against a bunch of other people, whoever they happen to be, Rebels or Empire, until you have enough points to win. It's fairly fun with a friend, but the AI is either way too hard or way too easy, depending on the difficulty that you happen to pick. Survival is, in my opinion, the best and only really good single-player mode. You and a friend, if you've got one, yay co-op, are left behind in a rebel evac and have to survive 15 waves of Empire troops, which slowly rise in difficulty and add new enemies like shadow troopers, jet troopers, and heavy gunners. There are also power-ups around and a drop pod once in a while that give you things like rocket launchers and shields. Survival is quite hard and tactical, even on normal mode, and is a lot of fun with a friend as you both try and survive. Other than survival though, the single player is entirely forgettable. I miss Instant Action and Galactic Assault. Two of the series' staple additions are just not here, and that is a big bummer for me. Bottom line though, is Battlefront a good game? Well, it depends on what you're looking for. If you are here for a multiplayer warring action with huge battles, heroes, and tons of artillery fire going off everywhere, then yes, this game delivers like no other, and is easily the best multiplayer experience I have had since Black Ops 1. It does its multiplayer so very perfectly. It's balanced fairly well, its upgrade system isn't an annoying mess, it is really good. If you're looking for the single player of the previous games in Instant Action, Galactic Conquest, and the storylines, then I would steer clear. The single player seems more of a last-minute add-on than anything else. Like, they had time before release, so they just kinda tacked it on for shits and giggles. If you were kinda interested in the multiplayer, but wanted the single player for sure, then maybe grab it on sale. $20, $30 or so, you can't go wrong for the multiplayer experience. But if you are here entirely for the single player, nothing else, never buy this. You will get no real enjoyment here, as the single player barely exists. As for me though, I'm going to continue to play multiplayer until my damn eyes fall out. Give it a try, multiplayer fans. You will not be disappointed. Enjoyed that video? Well, check out the last video I did on the game Bastion. If you're looking for a really good indie game, I would definitely check that out. If you really enjoyed, maybe leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.